up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here, and welcome back to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of this discussion, it is about, is it possible for there to be one streaming service where all of us can watch the anime that we want to watch? And my answer to this question is both yes and no. And one of the main reasons why I kind of decided to come up with this topic is mainly due to the fact that when Kiss Anime went down and so many people were talking about the reasons why they decided to pirate anime, two of the main reasons was, number one, they didn't want to have to pay for multiple streaming services to be able to watch the anime that they want to watch, which is understandable because there's a lot out there. And then the second reason is that not every streaming service has all of the anime that they want to watch, which is what forces people to have to pay for multiple services so they can be able to watch the anime that they do want to watch. Now, one of the things though I am going to leave out is about the fact that a lot of the anime that many of us want to watch is older, so they're no longer licensed under any of these companies. Now, I will say I don't think that we'll be able to get every anime that's ever been made on one streaming service. That's just not possible. And once again, I've already talked about this before in a previous video, is that mostly has to do with licensing and the fact that licenses expire, companies don't renew that license, and if a license is renewed or is brought back to the States, then a lot of the times it's not the same show that we had gotten years and years earlier. For example, Sailor Moon, which was redubbed by Viz when it was relicensed into the US, since previously it was, I believe, licensed by Deke, and they're the ones that had it during the 90s. But as far as there being one streaming service that has all the current anime available and any new anime that releases, it could be possible, but it could also be very, very difficult. And that's because as of right now, as many of you guys know, we have several different streaming services that we can use to watch anime. And not just the big ones like Crunchyroll, Funimation, or even Viz. We also, of course, have High Dive. We also have Netflix. We have Hulu, and we have HBO Max, and of course we have Amazon. Those are several different services that we can watch different anime on, and depending on how your pocket is looking, some of them just aren't available to you because of the price, some people because of the fact their parents just don't want to pay for it, and some of them just because of the fact that they don't offer a lot depending on the country that you are in. So one of the things I want to know is it possible? And for me, like I said, yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because if these companies did want to come together and make one streaming service, it could be possible, because we did see it when Crunchyroll and Funimation came together briefly for VRV, and you had access to both Funimation's catalog as well as Crunchyroll's catalog for just one price, which was a steal for so many people. If you were someone who was a fan of subtitled anime, you can watch Crunchyroll, and of course also Funimation. And if you were someone who was a fan of dubs, you had Funimation as well. So you pretty much had the best of both worlds and didn't have to worry about trying to spend $7.99 for Crunchyroll and $5.99 for Funimation. You just spent, I believe, just $9.99, $10 for you to have access to both of those, and also many more as a part of VRV. Now, VRV is only available in the US, so if you're someone that's outside of the US, it is not something that is available just yet to you guys. But is it possible that Viz could have been a part of that as well? And would big wigs like Netflix or Hulu or even, HBO Max or Amazon want to be a part of that? Now, I probably should exclude HBO Max and also, of course, Hulu, because Viz actually puts a lot of their anime on Hulu, and of course, HBO Max, as of right now, is in a partnership with Crunchyroll. So I'm gonna take those two out. But what about Netflix and also Amazon? Both of those two do get anime licensed to them. So would they ever want to be a part of something like that? No. And that's because they make way too much revenue for them to be able to see it as any benefit to them to partner up with anime companies. But I think the anime companies themselves could come together and make one streaming service that could be readily available for pretty much all of us. Now, do I think that Viz should get rid of their partnership with Hulu if this was to happen, or Crunchyroll with their partnership with HBO Max? No. And the main reason why is mostly because of, like so many other people, if you live at home with your parents may not want to pay for this one streaming service for something that they probably are not going to use. But things like Amazon and things like HBO Max and of course things like Hulu has so many different categories of shows available for everybody that they might be more willing to pay for that. Now, a reason why I also though say no, that it may not work, is that of course things with Crunchyroll and also with Funimation didn't exactly work out. And soon enough, Funimation was no longer a part of VRV, and that's when High Dive came in for them to replace the dubs that Funimation had with the dubs that High Dive pretty much had. And people weren't exactly happy about this, but you know, we're living with it. So pretty much that's about it. And I feel like the main reason why a lot of us don't think that's going to work now is because it would just be too many opinions in one place, and it just wouldn't work. The companies would all be trying to argue over which is in charge and how a decision is going to be made, and then also the price. How much would people want to pay for everything in one place? And also, if you're someone who doesn't want to support Crunchyroll and doesn't want to support Funimation, but yet you support Viz, would you really want to pay for that when you know Crunchyroll and Funimation are a part of it? And so that's also a conundrum that a lot of people would end up under. But like I said, I think it could work because of the fact that I feel like the anime fans want it, and it is something that a lot of anime fans have been asking for, which is why for people who have VRV, it's kind of the better option compared to having to pay for multiple services if you can't afford it. But a lot of anime fans kind of also say, no, it's not going to work because it didn't work between Crunchyroll and Funimation. So now my question is, what do you guys think? And would you pay for it? If Viz, Funimation, and Crunchyroll all came together and made one streaming service, would you pay for it? Would you put your thoughts aside about how you feel about Crunchyroll or how you feel about Funimation, but still pay for it because they had all the anime that you pretty much wanted to access without you having to go to Netflix or even to Amazon to be able to access all the anime that you wanted to watch, or most of the anime that you wanted to watch? Because remember, due to licensing, not every anime ever available will ever be there. And I guess that's also kind of why I want to say no. It's because I feel like anime fans might, if it's possible, not be happy with that decision because they still wouldn't have access to everything. Because once again, I don't think this would ever stop pirating, but I think it would kind of help a little bit with some of the issues that anime fans have right now with streaming and with anime streaming, because there's too many different companies involved in anime streaming where it gets really hard to choose which one would you rather pay for. So yeah, that's what I want to know. What do you guys think about this? Do you think having a one streaming service for all the anime that you want to watch is possible? I know we say it's possible due to like pirating sites like Kids Anime and so and so forth, but I mean like a legal anime site, like for example like VRV, which is what I talked about many times during this video. So what do you guys think? Comment below your thoughts. Please be respectful. Like always, you know, this is purely just my opinion. I honestly don't know how any of this is going to work. I was just mostly just really curious about if it was possible. Also, of course, I have links below to my social media account. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, a blog. So please, of course, check me out on there. And of course, for this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me know how you guys kind of feel about the video. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're enjoying my videos and keep coming back for more, I would really appreciate it. And also, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, stay safe. All right, you guys. Bye.